Hello and welcome to another BWhack review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Kevin Harvick's Busch Light Retro Ford for 2022. As always, take a look at the box. Once again, you have the generic crappy Next Gen box. Next Gen 2022 season, Lionel Racing. Made a total of 504 of these things. Action Racing collectibles. All of that usual stuff. Here is the car itself. This car is run in the Southern 500 and was very hot for more than one reason. If for some reason you don't remember, this was the car that caught on fire, like the side of the car, like kind of that area, caught on fire for him, ended his race, basically, put him in a hole that he never got out of for his playoffs, and started the, crappy-ass parts tour. This one turned Harvick on rage mode, and this is the car that really led to Harvick just going, insane on NASCAR. Maybe it's what made him retire, too. Who knows? Like, the fact that, he just went on such a rage on this car and how much he hated this car and the parts and everything. And then, the next year's like, okay, I'm retiring. Timing seems a little perfect there. I don't know. But, man, this car is just beautiful, too. Like, Busch is definitely one of the best sponsors when it comes to, like, faux backs. Like, throwback paint schemes that aren't to an actual paint scheme, but just to, like, an old can or whatever. Like, every time that Busch has run a faux back, they have always looked just fantastic. Like, this car just looks beautiful. You got the dark blue, the kind of gray silver color. You got, like, the, metallic bronze gold around the logo and on the roof to break it up. Like, this car just looks fantastic. I was worried with how it ended being, the car that caught on fire, that it was not going to make MOQ. Because if you remember last year, for some reason, in, like, the summertime, we lost two of the Busch special paint schemes. The Diecast DMP'd for, like, the Busch beer car, for the Polite, and the Bacon car. So it started to make me worried. Like, once we got later in the year, I was like, every time he ran a new cool Busch paint scheme that I wanted a diecast of, I was always terrified I was going to DNP, because whatever was happening. But luckily, this got made. It's always good to get playoff cars. So the last couple years, even though they moved the throwback race to the spring race, Busch Beer has said screw that and kept running throwback paint schemes in the Southern 500. I'm sure I'll have another one this year, or at least run something in the Southern 500. They don't have the spring race this year. Sunny D does, his brand new Sunny D sponsorship that replaced Subway. But anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Busch Light Beer. Got the retro Busch Light logo with the eagle and everything. Got Ford Mustang number 4 and Stewart Haas Racing. Down the side, you have Busch Light Beer. Said I love that metallic gold edge to it. Got Mobile One down there. Got Subway, Pristine Auctions, and Hunt Brothers Pizza in the back. Got Gear Wrench on the C post. On the B post, you have Ford, Mobile One, Haas, Hunt Brothers Pizza, and Rush Truck Centers. Does have a retro beer can right there. I have a can in the background. I'll get to that a little later. It's not really technically the right can because it's Busch Beer, not Busch Light, but I think it's around the right era. I don't know. Anyways, you got Mobile One down there. Has the NASCAR Playoffs logo, round of 16. As you saw before, has the yellow spoiler and windshield banner. Has the gunmetal gray rims. On the back, you have Busch Light Beer. Got Mobile One number 4 in the Ford Michigan license plate. Got Busch Light Beer on the deck lid. Got Pristine Auctions on the roof. This is number 377. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. Doesn't want to open. Really doesn't want to open. Guess we won't be taking a look under the hood. Anyways, of course, does have roof flaps. The deck lid still does not open. And there's the underside of the car if you want to see that. So just a really cool special paint scheme. Like I said, I love these retro Busch cars. Like I said, this one just is one of my favorites. Just something about the dark blue and silver with that like gold bronze color to, break it up. Like I said, the bronze is only in certain spots. Like I said, it's around the logo, it's around the number, and it's on this roof number. It's just solid in that color. Like I said, really, really cool. Like I said, here's this Busch can that I have. This is from the 90s, I believe. I have this because of, it is the Watkins Glen Busch Beer can. One of the NASCAR cans they did back in the day. They should do something like this again. I'm surprised they haven't. Now that Busch Beer is like the, one of the primary, like, series sponsors, I'm surprised that they haven't ever decided to like do cans like that again. They do some NASCAR themed cans, like they do one for the Busch Clash every year. Sometimes they do like Daytona 500 cans. You had like when he ran the Harvick beer car, they had Harvick cans. But Said if somebody can tell me exactly which can, the Busch Light can on the side this is supposed to be, because I do want to get one of those to go with the car. Which for some reason, I don't know what happened, but like the old beer cans on eBay suddenly just like blew up in value, and I don't know why. Like a few years ago when I started getting a lot of the old cans to go with the cars, I had like, they were all like cheap, like, you know, under $10. Someone like got the cans for like $1-2. But when I was looking to see if I could find one of the cans on this car on eBay the other day, all the cans are like 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks on eBay. What in the hell happened there? Why did, you know, old beer cans suddenly just blow up in value out of nowhere? Like, was I missing something? Am I missing something? Like, it's going to be a lot harder to get cans in the future, which, I mean, this is Harvick's final year, so there's not going to be many more old cans to get. I said, it is rumored that they're actually going to Ross Chastain for the Busch beer sponsorship. That'd be cool. I already collect Chastain cars anyway, so it would just be, it would save me from having to get Chastain cars and Busch beer cars. But said this car is definitely always going to be memorable for the car that, you know, caught on fire and started Harvick's tirade. You know, there was videos and photos of this car for, you know, weeks and weeks to come afterwards. Harvick's crappy-ass parts, t-shirt, and everything. I would not be surprised if this car gets rare, because this is definitely one of the better-looking Busch beer special paint schemes. You know, some of the better ones do end up getting rare down the road. Once you got past that year where he won all the races, because that way, you know, they made clean and race versus all of them, so some of them didn't get really rare in the clean ones, but since he seems to be running less and less for some reason, like Busch beer kind of, you know, scaled back a little bit. They still run a few special paint teams, but, you know, back in 2020, he was running one like every single week. Now it's just like, you know, specific times. You have like the hunting car, you had a Halloween car last year, this car, the two that DNP'd with the bacon car, you had like the mud car, the latte car, all that. But so I'd not be surprised if this car gets rare. Remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check it out if you want anything. But I think all there is to say, this has been a review of Kevin Harvick's Busch Light Retro Ford from 2022. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.